Welcome everyone. In this video, we'll be looking at powers and roots, and this will be a fairly short video, so let's just get straight into it. The square root of a number is that number multiplied by itself. For example, 5 squared, or we can just say 5 to the second power, is 5 multiplied by 5, which equals to 25. While the cube of a number is a product of 3 of the number. For example, 2 cubed, or we can say 2 raised to the third power, is 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2, which equals 8. And we can also find powers of other numbers. The only difference is that we don't have a special name for them. For example, 2 to the fourth power is 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2, which is 16. And 2 to the fifth power is 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2. And this is 32. When a number can be expressed as a product of two equal factors, that factor is called the square root of the number. For example, we've established that 2 multiplied by 2, or 2 squared, is 4. Same for the product of negative 2 and negative 2, or negative 2 raised to the second power, negative 2 squared. This equals 4. Thus, we say the square root of 4, square root being symbolized as such, is positive 2 or negative 2, since they both, when multiplied by themselves, give 4. Notice, we can shorthand positive 2 or negative 2 with this plus or minus symbol. So this just means the answer is plus or minus 2. When a number can be expressed as a product of three equal factors, that factor is called the cube root of the number. For example, 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2, or 2 cubed, equals 8. This means that the cube root of 8, written as such, similar to the square root symbol but with a 3 on the hat, is 2. And since 2 is a factor that when multiplied 3 times equals 8. Note well, only positive integers have square roots, while both positive and negative integers can have cube roots. Let me show you why. Imagine we have the numbers negative a multiplied by negative a, where negative a represents any negative number. The answer will always be positive, since the product of two negative integers equals a positive number. Likewise, if we have positive a multiplied by positive a, where positive a is any positive number, then the result is some positive number, let's call it b. This means that no two numbers, where the numbers are the same, of course, multiplied together gives a negative number. Therefore, there is no square root of a negative number. Next, imagine we have a negative a multiplied by negative a multiplied by negative a, where a negative a is any random negative number. The product of negative a multiplied by negative a, we already established, is a positive number. Let's call it positive b. Now, positive b multiplied by negative a is some negative number, since the product of a positive and a negative number is a negative number. Let's call this number negative c. Next, positive a multiplied by positive a multiplied by positive a, where positive a is a positive number. The product of positive numbers is always a positive number. Let's call it positive c. This means that we can find the cube root of positive and negative numbers. The next thing we look at is irrational numbers, denoted by the symbol q complement. This is any number that cannot be expressed as a fraction. For example, the square root of 2, square root of 3, and pi are all irrational numbers because we can't express any of these numbers as fractions. Now, the last thing we look at is real numbers, denoted by the symbol r. This is a set of all rational numbers and irrational numbers. So q, the set of rational numbers, plus q complement, the set of irrational numbers, is equal to the set of real numbers. So if we go through a few examples, 3 over 2 is an element in the set of rational numbers since it is a fraction. The square root of 4 is positive or negative 2, which is a rational number. Specifically, it belongs to the set of integers. The cube root of negative 8 and the cube root of positive 8 is negative 2 and positive 2 respectively, both of which are integers, while positive 2 is also a whole number and a natural number. And the square root of 2, which we can't write this number as a fraction, is an irrational number. And that's it for this video. As I said before, it's really short, sweet, to the point. We'll continue in the next video with a few more powers and roots. Remember to like and subscribe so you don't miss it when we do post that video. And send your questions over to us at our website linked in the description below. And I'll see you in the next one.